Peace, stars. Yes, you are watching the Dynex podcast, but we are doing an off-topic thing, experimenting with actually destroying the freaking algorithms on my channel. But anyway, we got my man Jerrell here. We got Lee here. We're gonna be talking some Giants and some Jets. Actually, doing a mock draft. If you're ready to do that, guys.
Yeah, that's what's up,
Yeah,
man.
let's do it. Let's do
Yeah.
it. I gotta
Let me start.
admit, man. I know we said that we was gonna go back and do homework. I'm sure Jerrell did his homework. That's why he's all in Giants blue. He looked prepared, bro. You know them
I
kids
am
that be
ready.
studying for the test. You know they
Word.
study for the test. They look like they study.
Yo,
Jerrell definitely
I
studied for
put
the
this shit out like this morning, bro. Like I was ready for this. Let's go. I'm ready.
And you had it underneath the mattress to make sure the crease stay good.
test.
You know all the old school tricks, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, good shit.
Yeah, so
Man.
let's fucking do this, man. So I got the Tankathon here. This is Tankathon, just a big
Okay.
board. What's your basic overview of these picks here? What do you think about them? Start with Jerome.
You mean this is just the these are ranked players, but like what the big board is ranked. I mean it's pretty accurate. Like
Well,
but I guess it all depends on like what team you're picking and like what position and stuff like that. But this is
yeah.
just the overall big board. Like those five players, I mean, depending
Number
on
one
what team
player.
is drafting, yeah, they look pretty good.
So which guys stand out to you guys? What are going to be like initial NBA NFL stars or just standout picks? What picks stand out best to you?
Go ahead, Lee.
I like the guys who played at big schools in big games. So dudes like
Mm,
Derek Stingley, dudes like Jermaine Johnson, even though from FSU, the guy from Jameson Williams, the guy who hurt his knee, right? Guys like that who have played
yeah.
at big schools, you can expect them to be big time NFL players. Not many guys go into the league from the SEC and don't do well. So those are the guys that I'm expecting to do well because they face D1, A1 level competition all the time. They face everybody on in the SEC just about is pro material. So those are the guys that'll probably do well. Even Evan Neal will probably do well in the league too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
With me when I look at these numbers here, like I'm not really too big into college football like that, but
Hmm.
I just look at I start getting into watching names and stuff. So you start getting into watching highlights, and to
Hmm.
me all the highlights look the same, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? So as the season goes on and things of that nature, you can kind of see how guys how guys fit, or is there like a big jump between the NFL and college?
Oh yeah, it's
Yes,
huge. Yeah, it's a huge jump.
yes,
Just like any other, amateur to pro league, it's a huge jump. Like these people, well, these players on this list, like the top 50 are like freak. All of them are freak athletes.
yeah.
So like
It's
I
not
know.
like.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Lee.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go on.
I was just gonna say they're all freak athletes. So like regardless of who gets picked where, like anybody drafted in the first 3 rounds is a good pick. Like
All
they're
right.
they're capable of being starters.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. The it's not like the NBA where you can go straight from high school to the pros. Like if
Mm-mm.
you're 19, 20 years old, it's very rare that you have to be mature physically to enter this league.
Word.
There's not guys, maybe some guys who are on the outside, maybe 3 year guys would jump to the league, but you're going to get physically mature guys ready for the league, and if they're at the top of the board, they're the best of the best of the best.
Right.
That's why they're the only league with a rule you got to be in there for 3 years.
Yeah,
Like, it's a reason for that. Like, this is when they say like a man's league.
these are men. Yeah,
Yeah,
these
for
are
lack
grown
of a
ass
better
men,
word, this is a man's league. Like, you have to be
and
physically mature.
yeah, they're trying to put you out of the league. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
also they're fighting for their lives. You know what I'm saying? Because that should be over at any minute. But yeah, these guys are all grown ass men when they
Yep.
come into the league.
Yeah, to compare it to the NBA draft is like, the development, the word development is just destroyed the NBA draft, I think. So I mean, with the
Right.
NFL, these guys they come in and they just ready to play right away. The guys are starting, especially the offensive line and things of that nature. These guys you can just plug and play these guys. Like you said, in the first 3 rounds are basically short things. But the NFL, I mean, the NBA draft is not like that at all. Man, if you could
Right.
compare both leagues.
Yeah, these guys, I heard a stat the other day, like a lot of these guys who were drafted maybe in the first 3 rounds, at most 4 years in the league, a lot of them.
Right.
So there is no development. You come in, you're ready to perform, you're ready to play. And yes, some guys they may not start right away, or they may play on special teams and stuff like that. And even then they'll develop roles. But yeah, these guys are ready, got to be ready to play as soon as they come in. And you're expected to produce in round one.
Especially in terms of football, you got to learn the playbook too. So it's not
Yeah,
just everybody. Like I said, everybody on this list is a physical freak, but all of them are smart too. You have to learn that playbook soon, like just as well as the vets. It's not like basketball. There's no learning curve. You either
right.
know it or you don't. You're not going to play if you don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Are there any coaches like Tibbs out there? Because like Tibbs, he has a certain rotation, certain set plays that he wants to play. He has guys on the bench. I'm not playing those guys. I'd rather play the vets. I'd rather put Burks at point guard. Meanwhile, I got 5 point guards on the roster. Are there coaches like that in the NFL?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I mean, football is completely different because it's like the ultimate team sport. Like, it doesn't matter what year you are, the best people usually will play. It doesn't matter how much money you make either. For the most part,
Yeah,
unless you're a quarterback or something. But for like regular positional players, like if you can produce on the field, you will play.
right. And all of these guys are playing for their job constantly. It's not like the
Yep.
NBA contracts. So these guys can be cut at any time. So every play, every game, they're playing for their lives, basically,
Yep. There's no
is
guaranteed
what it feels
contracts.
like. Yeah.
Yeah.
The I think the team that's closest to that maybe is the teams that are ready to win now, like Sean McVay, right?
Mm.
They want veteran guys who they're the one team that has proven that you don't want to hoard draft picks,
Right.
right? So um, he doesn't care about the future. He's like, I want guys who are going to win now. So they'll go out and get a guy like Matthew Stafford, or they'll go out and get OBJ, or they'll go out and get these veterans who are proven stars. And they're like, that's the one organization that's like, fuck the draft. We trying to win now. And it paid off.
Right.
It paid off.
They don't
I
have,
don't think that'll work for very many other teams, but they made it work.
right. They don't have a first round pick for like 5 years.
Yeah. I would honestly, I would give that shit up. If we won a chip, I would be like, I don't care about the future. We won. I'm good.
Yeah, that is true. Especially, I'm saying first round. They still got all the other ones. It's just the
Right.
first round pick. This is football. That's one thing about football and basketball is completely different too. When it comes to the draft, like it almost doesn't. It matters who you pick in the first round, obviously. But if you I don't know, say if you bum out in the first round picks in a 3 year span, you could still be a winning team.
Right. Yeah.
Like how
Um,
often, like everybody keep talking about New England, their first round picks weren't the greatest during that run at all.
no, they got feeling guys. That's what separates a lot of these teams too. Is late round draft picks that they have that come in and just play above their contracts and become stars, and they're drafting guys that fit the system and
Mm.
not drafting just best player available. So a team like Detroit, and I'm not shitting on them, but they've had a lot of high draft picks and haven't won anything. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Because they're picking pretty much the best players in the draft, and they're not building a complete team. So that's part of the problem. So a lot of these teams, like even the Steelers, they'll draft in the third and fourth round, and they'll get these linebackers you never heard of who turn into stars.
Right.
So it's those types of teams that will always find gems in the later rounds.
Yep.
Yeah, chemistry is a big thing with football too. And then, guys like the defensive line, they can have their own little chemistry. The secondary can have their own little group. The offensive line, things like that. It's not like any other sport really, because guys could really like what do you want to say, like get really clicked up, and then and then that in turn creates like competitiveness
Yeah, they call
within the team.
them position groups.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get that competitiveness within the team, but like, basketball's more cutthroat, and baseball, baseball to me, I think if guys can like, I don't know, drink together, drink beers together, then or like the Mets did, sniff coke together, everybody's doing heroin and coke in the locker room, so then that will propel them to
Yeah,
It's
the
team building.
ask the
yeah.
Cowboys in the early '90s. Like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. That's the way they build the team. Yeah, that
Yep.
shit is kind of crazy. Baseball is way different, man.
Yeah.
To me, physically, football obviously the more difficult sport, but the mental part of, I mean, all sports are mental. I think
hmm
you can get away with talent in basketball more so than you can at any other sport, but baseball physically, it's mentally draining, man, because you're out there for 9 innings every day. You're playing
Yep.
160 some odd games a year, and you got to pay attention to detail on every pitch. Nothing is the same. It in football, right? X's and O's. You can kind of see a team's tendencies and things like that. Baseball is different on every pitch. So mentally, they're all tough, but I think baseball is just up there mentally. But you can drink while you're in the dugout, so you can have
No
a
shit.
fifth of vodka and still come out and be nice. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah, you can go out there, move your car and shit. Go move your car around the block and come back. You still ain't ready to go up yet.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, well, we're doing the NFL draft, guys. So let me pop this up in here. We're using PFF. Jerrell knows the acronym. I don't know the acronym. I just know it's
Pro
PFF.
Football Focus.
Pro
Yeah.
Football Focus, man.
Yeah.
So here we go. So this we're gonna do, man. We don't have much time. We're gonna try to knock this out before 8 o'clock. But as you can see
Okay.
there, we'll pick 3 teams. So that'll be the 3 NFL teams. So obviously Lee's gonna draft for the Nets. You draft for the Giants, Mr. Jerrell, and then we could just for shits and giggles do the Bills. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We'll do like 3 rounds. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah,
It's cool.
yeah. Let's do it.
All right, 3 rounds. We got the Bills and the Giants. Where's the thing at? There you go. Let's get busy. All right, so right now, 1, 2, 3, we started. We got the Jaguars is on the clock. They just drafted just
Damn,
now.
they took Evan Neal. Scroll up so I could see who went first in the draft. Oh, of course, Aiden Ahmad. Oh shit! See, that's the thing, man. Is that these guys will fuck everything up.
Exactly.
And you won't know. Like now, I'm thinking, okay, I know best player available. I'm going Kayvon Thibodeau, right? We need that edge. Yeah, we need that edge. That's where I'm going. I'm going Kayvon Thibodeau. Sorry, Giants.
So there was anybody up top that you really wanted, or do you think the computer did a good job?
I think the computer did what the Detroit Lions are probably going to do.
Yeah, that's
But
funny.
if I'm the Detroit Lions, I would have picked. Here's the thing: when you get once a generation guys who can rush the quarterback, that takes so much pressure off the rest of the defense, right?
That
If
is
you
true.
have a guy that's speeding up the quarterback, your cornerbacks can cover a little bit better. You can scheme differently. So it makes a world of a difference. So those guys, and we've even seen it with the Giants facing the Patriots. They beat them twice because they were putting pressure on the greatest quarterback of all time, right? So those are the reasons. So I'm going Kayvon Thibodeau with the fourth pick.
All right, I got you, man. Thibodeau's in New York, man. You got 2 Thibodeaus here now.
Thibodeau's, yeah.
Yeah. So what you think, Mr. Jerrell, for the Giants?
Well, I got next. Who are the number ones available? Okay, let me get a quantum.
Yeah,
I like
that's a good.
Aquano.
Yeah, I
That's
like
a good
quantum.
pick.
It's going to be plug and play, right tackle. Like
Right?
probably
Yeah,
right tackle for the next 10 years. Like
yeah.
there's almost not anything I can say bad about him. Like at this point of the draft, like you got to pick him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And having him and Thomas as bookend tackles, that's going to be insane.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
absolutely. And then how many years did it take for the Giants to fucking do this, man? If they don't pick a lineman with this pick, man, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
What, the fifth or the seventh one that's coming up? Like I should pick two? That's what you're saying?
Well, it's up
No.
to you, man. But I mean, the Giants, like that fifth pick, I feel like like a lineman has to come off the board in that first pick.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I think it all depends because say if Neal doesn't get picked and you have
Right.
Kwanu,
Right.
Cross, and Neal on the board, they don't have to pick offensive tackle at 5. If it was up to me, I'll get Sauce Gardner at 5 and then pick an offensive tackle at 7 if I had a choice of the top 3.
I think
Okay.
you go, yeah, I could feel that, but I don't think, based on other teams' needs, I think going to Quanu would be the better pick. But
Yeah,
yeah,
if he's there, I'm definitely taking him.
yeah.
All right, cool.
I don't think Carolina's going to take a tackle. By the way, they might even trade out of that pick. But
They
it looks
should.
like they took Cross, so that's a good pick. It would be nice if they had a quarterback, and I'm going to shit on the quarterback who I used to root for before Sam Darnold. If they're taking a tackle, that means that they believe in him. But they still don't have their guy. I don't think they have their guy yet for quarterback.
Is there a quarterback available right now at that they could pick at that high?
I think somebody would have to really, really fall in love
Reach.
with Malik
Yeah.
Willis or the kid from Pitt, Kenny
Yeah.
Pickett. Like they're the 2 top quarterbacks in the draft, but they're not top 10 picks really.
Right.
Right. You think
But if
about this
somebody
Buffalo game?
it only takes one team to fall in love with you. So if somebody wants to trade up to 5 or 7, the Giants are like
Better
picking
be
up the
listening.
phone.
Yes.
Right,
Better
we're
be
definitely listening.
Like
Please do.
New Orleans might be one of those teams
Yep.
who would trade up. They got 2 first-round picks, late first-rounders. So if they wanted to trade up and get their guy, whoever that was, which is kind of what I'm hoping they do for the Jets, right? Because the Jets have a lot of needs. But if Kayvon is gone, maybe they trade 4. So that's also an option for them. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Jerrell. You still got your 7th pick.
7. I'm gonna go pass rusher, Jermaine Johnson,
Oh, fuck.
FSU.
Dude. Yeah.
It's a homer pick for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's a beast coming off the edge, and we badly need an edge.
Yeah.
I
I tweeted out.
I was about to say Walker is an obvious choice for some people here, but I don't believe. Like I'm the type of person that like production, and in college he has all the physical tools, but in college he did not have the production to match it. So even though he's been killing it in the off season, like his stock actually grew from like the 2nd round to being a top 5 pick in a matter of a month. So
Yeah.
I'm not picking Walker.
Right. And that could be just people trying to blow smoke and mirrors and stuff like that and bring his value up. So
The latest report is actually saying that Jacksonville might pick him first.
that's probably Jacksonville putting out that
Right.
putting out that report.
Exactly.
My
What do you think about this
goodness.
guy, George Karlaftis, whatever his name is? This dude?
Yeah, he edge too. He pretty good out of Purdue.
Okay. Because I mean, the guy, according to the rankings and stuff, man, you pick somebody that's like way ranked, like kind of low compared to what's going on up here.
Oh,
You just really believe in Jermaine Johnson?
Mm-hmm. Especially
Yeah,
compared
it's
to
need too.
yeah, his need too. Like when he comes to the edges, like I will pick him over the guy from Purdue.
Right. I also,
Yeah.
you guys mentioned the schools too. I think Florida State, they're just like a football powerhouse kind of thing, man. So when you just think of that school, you just think of guys that are going to be NFL, pro ready,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a whole lot of people from Alabama, Georgia is going to be nuts in the first round. Like you'll see when you scroll down the names how many times Georgia come up because they just won the championship.
Yeah. For my pick, Jamison Williams is such an intriguing pick, but he's I hear he might not be back for like the first month or two of the season. And then at that point, you kind of got to redshirt him. So I'm going to go Garrett Wilson here because the need is an outside guy who can stretch the field. And this is hard for me because, you know, the Jets have Chris Davis. They just drafted Denzel Mims. I still believe in those guys. But, you know, and if it was me, I would probably trade out of 10. And again, if Deebo Samuel, if the Niners want, the Jets are in on every fucking available wide receiver. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I would say if they don't trade it, which I think they should, I would take Garrett Wilson here.
Okay. I'm with it, man. So the next pick is the Bills. Yeah. The next pick that we doing here is for the Bills at 25. But I just want to mention these wide receivers, like especially with the Giants, but with the rumors and stuff, I feel like, you know, everybody's like rumored to be traded with the Giants. What's going on with the Giants as far as like the locker room and stuff like that? Because I mean, like what's the star wide receiver from last year, the young guy?
The young guy. Oh, the rookie, Tony.
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
Right. You know, so he's supposed to be on the block. And there's another guy that they mentioned. I saw the other day that's on the block too. What's going on with the Giants as far as like the back?
They're on the block maybe because they have like one of the most expensive wide receiver rooms in the league, but we don't have no production from it. Right. Because of Kenny Golladay last year signed one of the biggest contracts in the league, and he didn't score a touchdown all season. So when it comes to Tony, I don't know what's going on with him. He actually did show up to voluntary workouts today. So everybody keep on saying that's just a rumor. But when it comes to the Giants, I think a lot of people have to realize that we are starting from the foundation now. Like David Gettleman messed our team up so much that Joe Shane has no chance but to, I don't know, he just has to tear everything up. Pretty much. Like our cap situation was terrible. We might have to trade James Bradbury. That's why we was talking about Sauce Gardner. Yeah. We need Sauce Gardner because we're going to trade James Bradbury. We don't have a number one corner anymore. And when Wink Martindale's defense, we don't have a number one corner, we're going to get killed. So when it comes to the Giants, anybody is going to be on the table. Every draft pick is going to be on the table. Our phones are open.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Like if they traded out of 5 and 7, I wouldn't be surprised.
To get more picks in the first round or later rounds. I don't know what do they have in the second and third?
We got 1 second round pick, and 2 third round picks, I believe. I think we have 2 thirds. But I actually think we should trade when we do trade down. We at least should try to trade for another first round for next year to get a quarterback just in case that Daniel Jones to work out. So then we'll actually have 2 first round picks again next year.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so we got the Bills up here. What do you guys think about the Bills?
All right, let me see who's available. Sky Moore is intriguing. He's a really good wide receiver, but they don't really need him because their offense is pretty much set. I go somewhere on defense. Maybe Kyer Elam. Scroll down a little bit. Cornerback from Florida.
Cool. Let's get him out of here.
I go him.
All right, let's do Elam.
Really? The Bills, they're
who's on the other side of White?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. He's such a lockdown corner that you can fucking pretty much, and he gambles too. So you need a guy that's, that's a good pick. So the Jets need a linebacker, right? They need a lot of linebackers. They lost Gerard Davis to Detroit again, or not again, but he went back to Detroit. The Jets haven't had a lot of luck with selecting linebackers, even though a couple of the guys that they had were okay. I'm going to say, shit.
You got some linebackers up top there. See Leo.
I'm going to say Jesus, linebacker, cornerback. Let me see who's available for cornerback because the guys that I guess we wanted weren't
Yeah, I didn't
were
really
already
see who was
taken.
picked.
Yeah. The cornerback from Baylor. No. All right. Give me Quai Taylor from the linebacker from Georgia.
Linebacker from Georgia.
And yeah, you know what? These picks, I'm Quay Walker. I'm the second guy all the way up. Yeah,
Yeah, the second
I'm
pick.
Okay.
I'm not even sure the Jets have these picks because again, I'm hoping they trade it for and I'm sure this guy's going to trade back because we only have one third round pick. So we might trade these picks for Debo. So this might be for nothing. But also too, if somebody has a need and they want to move up, we could use some more another third round pick. So
Okay. So is Debo
got-
that good, man? Is Debo that good that everybody keeps talking about him?
If you know how to use him, hell yeah. He's a beast.
Yeah. And he has the tie to the Jets offensive coordinator because he coached him in San Francisco.
Yep.
So the Jets will know how to use him. But again, San Francisco doesn't have to let him go. And they don't want to let him go. So it might not happen. The Jets have another pick. Do I go Sky Moore? Rel, who's the kid from North Dakota State?
Christian Watson. Wide receiver.
He was probably already picked.
Ebru, go to the wide receivers real quick. Okay. Christian Watson was picked. I mean, it's kind of early for that. But he might.
Do the Giants pick at 36 right now?
Oh yeah, the Giants. That is the Giants pick.
Well, I could pick that real quick.
Oh shit, Jahan Dotson is still on the board. Wow.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, I got him graded pretty low too. He should be higher than that.
Yeah, Jahan Dotson. Oh, it was Christian
Watson.
I'm either picking Jahan Dotson or Christian Watson with 38. I know it's high to pick a second wide receiver, but these guys are first round talent that you're getting in the second round.
So what you got, Jerrell?
I'm gonna go linebacker right behind Lee. Go to linebacker. Go Leo Channel.
There you go. From
Right
Wisconsin.
There. Yeah, well, he's pretty good middle linebacker. Physically, think of Luke Kuechly.
Oh yeah,
It kind of reminds you of that, and we need another middle linebacker badly. Our whole linebacker core needs to be revamped.
Yeah, definitely. That's another position that if the Knicks don't get a linebacker, I keep saying Knicks because it's a Knicks channel. But I mean, like if the Giants don't get a linebacker, I think the Giants fans will freaking like kill themselves.
Yeah, we should draft either like two of them, maybe. I gotta see.
Yeah. So you're definitely going wide receiver, Lee?
Let me see the cornerbacks who are on the board. I don't think there's a cornerback who's on the board. We drafted last year in the 5th or 6th round. We drafted a kid out of Kentucky who turned out to be really, really good. So I don't see the need to draft a cornerback this high. Like we can get value in the later rounds, but for this pick, if Jahan Dotson or Christian Walker are still on the board, and Christian Walker is like a burner. But I'm gonna go. Let me see, best player available. That's kind of what you should do. No, I'm gonna go Jahan Dotson. I like to go with the name. Wide receiver out of
Penn State.
Yeah, so how did they come up with these rankings? This is like some kind of like a media thing?
Nah, just whoever programmed this or whoever wrote this. That this is their rankings. That's right. All. Everybody got different rankings. Just depends on what site you go to.
Yeah. there's so many college teams too, man. So I mean, it's like almost impossible to like say this guy is completely better than this guy compared to this guy, because there's so many different teams out there. So many like I want to say like record wise too, just dominant teams that they really lose a lot during the season. So you could just go through. I guess conference plays a part in that too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think a lot of times what they do is try to pick players who fit the scheme, right? So
Yes.
if you have a college program where you have a run blocking scheme and this particular player, this particular tackle is the best at that particular run blocking scheme, you have a need and he fits, so it's easier to rank that guy higher on your board because the learning curve is less and he's kind of like the best available at what you do,
Right.
if that makes sense.
All right, for the Bills, what do you think the Bills should do here? Who gives a fuck, right?
Yeah, the Bills are good. Like they might actually go to the Super Bowl next year. They could pick pretty much anybody in the second round. Uh, give
Want
him
to
a
go
wide.
wide receiver?
Give him a wide receiver. Stroll up. Give him Sky Moore if he's still available.
Nah, somebody took him.
Oh nah, he's not available.
Yeah, he done. Um,
The Jalen Tolbert.
didn't didn't the Bills lose a couple of linemen already? And it says they needed defensive interior linemen.
So we're gonna give him Abraham Lucas,
Nah, that's a
tackle.
tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tackle. They need a guy on the line who can probably. They're so good defensively, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a good all around team. I know they lost some pieces, but they're still such a good team at like key positions. I
Got
hate the Bills.
I
fucking
mean,
hate the
the
Bills.
only reason I put them up there because these guys they're like the only New York team, man. Truthfully, to tell you the truth,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, they're basically in
They're the
Canada. They got accents up there in Bush in Buffalo.
They're basically Canadians. You know, the only reason why I like Buffalo is because of Griselda. That's the only
Yeah,
reason.
that's the only reason. Yeah, only reason.
Yeah, I'm mad that those guys are Buffalo Bills fans. It kind of makes I rank them as top rappers, but the Bills fan thing kind of throws me off a little bit.
Yeah.
I would
Also,
say the kid from Oklahoma, Perion Winfrey.
Yeah,
yeah,
He's played in
good.
some big games and uh, he's had a lot of success.
All
Ooh,
right,
that's
cool.
me on the clock.
Yep,
Go to tight ends, Era.
yep. Tight ends.
Uh, Give me Jeremy Ruckert, tight end from
Oh yeah, from
Ohio
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 State.
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 Yeah, he's from around the area too. I believe
Oh
he's from
yeah, that's right.
I
He
don't
might
know.
have been a Jets fan though, growing up.
He might have been. Yeah, we stealing him this time though. Yeah,
uh,
I like his game, man. He's pretty good.
Okay. You guys piss in the same bathroom, so it's all good.
I'm going to take Brian Asamoah for the Jets. We need a linebacker, so he's best available. Let's go there. All the other linebackers are not available. Chad Muma from Wyoming was off the board.
Yeah, I
So
like him too. Chad Muma, he's pretty good. Scroll down a little bit, Era. Let me see who's available. Yeah.
What are you thinking about right now? What position?
Maybe safety, but I do like the Cal Phillips pick too at wide receiver. We need another slot if Tony's not gonna be there. Let me see.
are they trading Tony for draft capital, or would it be just
It would be draft capital. Like we don't need another player. I mean, it would be like maybe a lesser player, but it wouldn't be for anybody, significant.
right?
Give me Brian Cook, the safety from Cincinnati.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
You like Brian Cook, Lee?
Yeah, he's a good ball player, man. Really good ball player. Um, the
This is
Bills, they still have a wide receiver or Who did we pick the last time for the Bills on the defensive line?
It was a defensive tackle. I forgot which one we picked.
So they said they need a wide receiver. Team that don't really need much. Kyle Phillips, UCLA.
You know, yeah. You know what?
He's a slot though.
Let's shake this shit up. Let's do something. Let's try something different.
Okay.
Let's see if they can trade out of this pick and get like another fourth rounder or something like that. I haven't seen that. Nobody's offering a trade to them. Since I hate the Bills, let's pick somebody let's pick Carson Strong.
We pick a quarterback. Just so they can back up Josh Allen for like 7 years.
Yeah. Oh my God, that dude is not going to get his uniform dirty
at all
in the league. Right?
Not even in practice.
Oh shit!
I said, look, these motherfuckers want to charge me for this shit. You believe that? Anyway, this is the draft. Yeah.
See, B plus is actually a good pick.
What's going on with this? This is the first round here, right? No, this is this is the first round. So I mean, I'm trying to figure out what the grade came from. All right, this is the Giants stock here.
Giants mock. Okay.
They gave me an A. F for Jeremy Ruckert. Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
You got to replace. You lost Evan Ingram. You got to replace him.
Right,
so
we don't have a starting tight end.
Yeah, and not only that, he has good production, but also, how's his run blocking ability? Because that's going to be huge for them.
Pretty good. It's above average. Like I think it's a pretty good pick.
And Daniel Jones still needs an outlet, right? Even though he has Saquon, but still, that's weird that they gave you that. Brian Cook looks like a good pick too. They gave you a C plus.
Because they gave me a D for Jermaine Johnson because they on that list they had him ranked all the way down. He's probably about to be the top 10 pick in the real draft on Thursday. So I don't know where that record came from.
If he's available at 10, I think the Jets do take him if they get there. If they don't take Kayvon at 4, or if Kayvon's not available, I should say. That would make sense.
Well, they gave you a C plus, man. So you like passing. They give you a passing grade.
Salute to Alfred Owens. Look, this is a comment. Put that comment up there. Look, that's a damn good Giants draft. That's what I'm saying. What the computer talking about, man?
That's you know why? Because Eru didn't pay. If Eru would have paid,
I picked like five players that might start for us next year.
Crazy. Seriously, that's a good draft, man.
And let's take a look at the Jets. Oh, you got good grades, man. You going to the you gonna get your doctorate.
I got a B plus.
You on the honor roll and shit.
This is better than I've ever done at school, by the way. So I like Kayvon. I don't know why the B plus, but he's a difference maker, and it's something that we need. Could have went. I think Garrett Wilson is a reach at 4, and Sauce might be a reach at 4. But to have two young guys like Jahan Dotson and Garrett Wilson is really, really good. And we needed a linebacker, so getting one in the third round, Brian Asamoah is a big deal for us.
Having all 4 of those dudes on your defense is a huge upgrade.
Yeah.
That'd be nice if y'all went to those 3 players. That'd be nice. They're all starters on your team right now.
Yeah. And not only that, we have Carl Lawson coming back. So to have 2 guys, it reminds me of when Indy had their 2 guys rushing the quarterback. I can't remember their names now. Early 2000s, Indianapolis had 2 guys rushing the quarterback, and it was unstoppable pretty much.
Robert Massis and what's the other dude's name?
Yeah, I can't think of names.
Dwight Freeney.
Yes. Yeah, you need that. And I think Lawson and Thibodeau are probably, I mean, those guys have fantastic technique, but athletically, these guys are way better than those 2, than Dwight Freeney and Mathis. So I like that. This was fun, man. This was a lot of
Yeah, I
fucking
liked it,
fun.
man. You could have went longer. Like I could have went like 5 rounds.
Yeah, I got some work to do in a few, but this was and I'm glad that we what was the final grade on the Bills mock?
Yeah, what was the
You got a B plus.
No, on the
No,
Bills.
on the Bills.
On the Bills, I think is a C. Let me see. Yeah, C plus.
C plus, yeah. And the best pick is the backup quarterback.
The backup quarterback. That's what I said. What is this crap?
But you know what? That's what you do, man. And who knows? A lot of these guys can come out of nowhere and be like, these grades are different, but a lot of these guys, based on fit and scheme, can come out and just become great. You know, a lot of players are drafted into positions that they don't, you know, it doesn't really work out for them. But a lot of times you'll get guys who excel in a certain scheme. So it's you never know, man. You never know. Yeah, I like this. Who's Tyler Linderbaum went to the Steelers. That's a great pick.
That's a great pick too.
That is a great pick. Derek Stingley went to the Falcons. The Falcons have so many issues, man. But I guess that's an okay pick.
Is anybody here that you see that you missed that you wish you would have picked?
Now, see, we picked so high now because
Yeah.
we got to think about how high we picked. So we got like I get to pick out of the top 7 players that I think that's on my board. So
Right.
Yeah.
like,
Trent
it's almost
McDuffie is a
impossible
good
for
pick.
us to pick wrong. Like,
Well, Trent McDuffie for
Yeah,
the
that's
quarterback.
a big. Yeah, I would not have picked him, but that's a good pick. And wow, the Commanders picking Jamison Williams. That is
yeah, with Scary
a
Terry.
reach.
that's
Yeah,
a
they
reach.
got.
I don't like that pick. That don't make any sense.
Yeah, and who did they get to be their quarterback now?
Carson Wentz is their quarterback.
Carson Wentz is their quarterback now. Yeah. Yeah, he needs a guy that can play right away. I mean, they have Terry, but not much else. I don't know what else the Commanders have.
I don't remember. They're wide
Is
receiver.
it weird to call them Commanders, man?
It is.
Yeah, I just call him Washington.
I would
Yeah.
rather call them the football team.
Yeah, the Commanders.
The
It's weird, man.
Commanders.
It's almost like pornographic a little bit. Commanders.
Yeah.
Excited. Are you guys are you actually watching the draft on Thursday?
I always do.
I have tickets to the Jets draft party, so I will be
Okay.
there. If anybody that's watching is going, I'll meet you there. I'm going to be at the Jets draft party on Thursday, man. So
Yeah.
I hope it goes well. I hope it goes well for us.
I'm gonna watch every second of it in my living room, chilling.
I'll probably watch the first 3 rounds and then come home and take a nap.
Well, no, it's only one round in the first day, and then day 2.
Is it?
Yeah, like
Yeah, day 2 you
Thursday
got 2
night.
and 3.
Remember they changed it to nighttime, so it's only one round.
Oh, that's right.
It's not like before, like it was Saturday at noon.
Saturday
That shit
morning.
lasted-
Yeah.
that shit
All
lasted
day.
all day. So
Yeah,
now
yeah,
it's
yeah.
different. Now
Last
they
year
split
was
it up for
was
3
great.
days.
Yeah, last year was great, man. It was like there were parties all over the place. They're taking
Right.
their time to do the picks, and everybody's dancing on stage and shit. That's pretty cool, man.
I think Thursday is the first round. Friday is the second and third, and 4 through 7 is on Saturday.
Yeah, and I want to see who gets picked. Mr. Irrelevant. That's always cool to see the guy who's picked last, and they give him a good party. Yeah, fellas, this was great, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, Eru, Rel. If I don't speak to y'all before Thursday, man, I hope y'all enjoy the draft and have a lot of fun with it.
Word, you too, bro. This was dope.
Yeah, no doubt. Maybe we might do something right after. Or I mean, well, this Monday time slot kind of coincides with it. We just got to do a better job of of communicating before the thing. 'Cause I mean,
Right.
this is typical E-rule shit where the podcast gets put together 15 minutes before we go on. And
Remember last week? I didn't even know it was a podcast. I thought we was just chilling. I'm like, oh wait, we live? Hold on.
So that's what-
Shout out to everybody in the chat too, man. Appreciate
salute to the chat, yo.
man. That's
Yeah,
what's
no doubt
up,
about
man.
it. So I mean,
All right,
this is
fellas.
football, but we'll do baseball sometimes. Maybe we'll throw some other sports in there too. But this is just like, off topic podcast. We trying to figure out what we want it to be. So we'll see what happens, guys, man. So thank you guys for popping in, and we out of here.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace.